Hello, everyone. No, I am not Brady Ferguson. I apologize. If that's the only reason you're tuning in, I hate to disappoint you. He will be here later, though, but I'm your host for today. I am Kevon Henry, the Assistant Director for Pre-College Programs with the David T. Kern Center at the University of Rochester, where I am able to manage our Upward Bound Math Science, and our Talent Search programs. Today is Friday. And let me tell you something. I'm happy not only because it's Friday, but because today's the last day of school. So shout out to all of y'all for making it to another milestone. And also June 19th, aka Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth to those of you who are celebrating that wonderful day. If you are not familiar with the holiday, I'm not going to tell you anything else but to go back and view our episode from last week where our alumni ambassador, Shaquita Williams, told you all you need to know about why that day is so important to people who identify as Black. Anyways, happy Friday again, and welcome to our season finale of the You Are College Bound show. This is the final episode of the academic year. If you are tuned in today, please drop your name in the chat. Let us know you're here, because all students who are tuning in will get 15 college bound points for being present. Drop your real name in the chat. Email it to us at the email address that's on the screen, or feel free to text in to 585-301-4488. Let us know you're here. Get those college bound points. But also, if you are trying to document this occasion on any social media network, please be sure to use our hashtag #URTrioWorks. That's the only way that we could take part in those stories, right? Use the hashtag #URTrioWorks. So today is the last day of the school year, the last official day of the school year. And with that, we are also wrapping up our academic year of programming. So as I mentioned, today is the season finale of the You Are College Bound show. But don't you worry, we will return on June 29th. Next week is the last week for our art club, for reading Stamped with our book club, but also for participating in our coding club. So if you signed up to take part in any of those opportunities, please uphold your commitment. Let's see it through to the end, and the last session for each of those 3 clubs will take place next week. Now, shout out to all the students who are participating, right? I would like to spotlight one particular student right now who participated in coding club, and he stuck it out from start to finish. The one and only Mr. General Lindsay. So we're going to feature his video game that he created in coding club right now.
Hi everybody, it is Danielle here with Coding Club, here to let you know that it is never too late to join Coding Club. Right now, there are modules online ready for you to do whenever you have the time. And by working on these modules, you get to work towards creating your very own 8-bit computer game. One of the Coding Club members, General Lindsay, has already completed this game after just doing 7 of the 9 modules. General also redeemed some of his college bound points to receive a handheld console similar to this one, and he can download his game to this console or any of the games that are available on the Arcade MakeCode site. So if you are interested in creating your own 8-bit video game like this one that I made, which I am not very good at playing at, or the one that I'm in the process of making, which is recreating Meliora Impossible from one of our students back in 2012, feel free to join me this Saturday at 2 p.m. We will be sending out the link via Remind, or contact your Upward Bound advisor, or call the phone number to receive the links to any of the modules. Thank you, and I hope to see you this Saturday.
In other news, for those students who participate, every time you show your face, you will earn college bound points. And so we want to take a second to celebrate our top earners from the month of May. These students attended their weekly meetings with their advisors. They did tutoring on their own with Khan Academy. They completed assignments through the College Bound Show. They watched the College Bound Show. They did the things we asked them to do. And so we celebrate you as our top earners in the month of May. Now, we also want to celebrate all those students who crossed over that 100-point threshold, right? All year, or rather, not all year, the last couple of months, rather, Brady has been dangling that carrot. All the students that earn 100 points get the newest college t-shirt, the new Upward Bound swag, and he's right. So big up to Sharon Matthews, Ogie, Shamil, Cody, Ermila, Anna, and Nair, all of whom earned 100 college bound points so far already. But you know what, Brady, I don't want to dangle that carrot anymore. Can we show them the new college bound swag? Are we able to show them the new t-shirt? Let's do it.
It's up to you. You want to show them?
Let's do it. Okay, so, I mean, drum roll, please. You know, we got to get a little, it's hot, actually. Let me take this.
I don't have a drum. I got a glockenspiel, though.
Okay, let me get the glockenspiel. Let me get the glockenspiel.
All right, I'll do
drop
that
that sound. All right, how about the dun, 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 dun?
Oh yeah, I got that.
Thank you. He doesn't use the good sounds. But anyways, we're gonna take that. But now, Brady, let's show them the new shirt. All right, let's show them the new shirt. Let me see what we got here. Let me don't hold on, don't wait. I got a lot of buttons. All right, y'all ready? On your mark, get set, go! Yeah. Y'all know I'm short, so it's okay. But the new shirt this summer that those students have earned already is purple and yellow. Why did we choose these colors, you ask? So last summer, I started the school colors edition. Last summer, our shirts were black and yellow, representing the school colors for Vanguard Collegiate High School. East High, one of the schools we serve. Now, I didn't go to East High, right? I show love to all schools. But one of the schools that we serve, their colors are purple and yellow. But this t-shirt is significant for many reasons. This year, we lost a sport legend, Mr. Kobe Bryant. And so I picked these colors purposefully to commemorate him as well and what he stood for. So whether you watch sports or you are a fan of the NBA, everyone has heard of that term, Mamba mentality, which really just means work hard now, work hard later, work hard a little bit more to get what you want, and don't let anybody stand between you and your dreams. So if you apply that same Mamba mentality to every aspect of your life, you too can be just as great as the one and only Kobe Bryant. So let me get the horn one more time, Brady. The shirts for the summer. But you know, we're feeling generous. We're not only going to give these shirts to our 100-point college bound point earners, we're also going to make sure that every single student in our program gets a shirt as well. And all of our alum, when we come around and we visit y'all all academic year, I got y'all some too. So these are the colors for the summer, and then y'all will have to tune in to see what colors we choose next year. All right, so I keep talking about summer, and just a quick plug, summer program does start on June 29th. Yes, we can't meet in person. COVID messed up those plans. However, we are still bringing to you quality programming, but it'll all be online. We'll talk more about summer program later, so please stay tuned for more information. Now, the reason we are all here, right? Today, last day of school. What happens at the end of the school year? Graduation. We are here today to celebrate our class of 2020. Traditionally, we would have all gathered on campus, maybe in the May room, maybe in Douglas, to have some of our alum come, pass down the torch, give you your college-bound cords, take that big group photo, play some games, rock out to Dr. Griff's. We're still going to have a good time today. Let's start by showing you that photo that we were still able to take. So just a few hours ago, we did gather our seniors, our graduates, to take a group shot. And this is what we were able to come up with. Okay? We still had a toast to the good life. We still gave y'all some tokens of our appreciation. In fact, Wednesday, the advisors went out into the neighborhoods and brought y'all a little token of our appreciation. Now, we would love to celebrate you in many, many ways, but I hope that what we were able to provide you with shows how much we do love and care for all of you. Today, we're going to celebrate you differently, but it doesn't mean we love you any less, okay? So we're going to show 3 separate senior videos to show you a nice little picture of our seniors, obviously, but also to show you which college they're headed to next. So we're going to show that first video, and I do ask that, again, you stay tuned in because the videos will be spread out throughout the entire course of the show. And I don't want any of you to miss out on anything or miss seeing your beautiful faces on the screen. So Brady, let's show that first video.
Again, it's a redskin.
Well, there we go. That's the first of our 3 separate senior slideshow videos. So we hope you enjoyed that. I am, of course, Brady Ferguson, Senior Academic Advisor. I know I popped in a little bit earlier to show you the new shirt. How do you like that? But thank you all for being here today. We have some very special guests on our program today on the show. More than usual, in fact. Some very special guests, some Upward Bound alumni who I'll be bringing on shortly. But I just want to point out some things I see in the chat here, and thank you everyone who's watching and who's giving us the thumbs up, who's contributing to the chat. Amina said the seniors grow up so fast. She said she's such a proud mother. Okay. Congrats, seniors. But yeah, the main thing, congrats, seniors. Dr. O is here today, and she sends so many congratulations. A Wati, one of our alumni from Upward Bound, and now staff member, U of R student, he says congrats. Catherine, wow, so many great places our graduates are going. Shaquita, being part of the Fisher fam, she appreciates seeing that Fisher fam or those future members of the Fisher fam. Congratulations from Calum and also from Mucho Yango. Congratulations to all of my fellow graduates. Thank you, Terrence. We appreciate that. They appreciate that. Now, as far as those special guests go, today we have 3 of our Upward Bound alumni who I'm about to bring on. They are graduates this year as well. They all graduated this year in 2020, earning their bachelor's degrees. So, I mean, let's give it up for them, too. Graduated high school back in 2016, and then just this year they all graduated college. So I'm going to bring them on and talk to them for a few minutes so you can learn a little bit more about them, their college experiences, and what it's like to be a college graduate. So here they are, and I'll introduce them one by one. You should be able to see all 4 of us on the screen, but you'll see Dahlia Beckford, East High, class of 2016, and RIT, class of 2020. Dahlia, how are you doing today?
I'm
Okay, Dale, I had a little trouble hearing you there. I'm gonna come back to you though. The sound, there's something with the sound connection, but I'm gonna come back to you. Kalisa, Kalisa Gale is up next. Wilson Magnet High School, class of 2016, and Washington College, class of 2020. Kalisa, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. All right, next up we have Shaquille Williams. There he is. Shaquille Williams is Vanguard Collegiate High School, class of 2016, MCC class of 2018, and now St. John Fisher College, class of 2020. Shaquille, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good.
Great, glad to hear that. Okay, so to start off, I mean, we're celebrating our seniors today, celebrating our graduates, and talking about moving on, moving on from high school to college. For all of you, you'll be moving on from college to whatever is next for you. So it's a time of transition. So I want to ask each of you about, first of all, let's start with that transition from high school to college. What was that transition like for you? What challenges came up during that transition from high school to college? And then how did you manage those transitions and those challenges? So Delia, why don't we start with you?
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I think one of the biggest things that you guys taught me was to just adjust to my community and the people around me. One of the hardest things that I found very difficult to adjust to was the learning style of my professors and figuring out what they want from me and just how to navigate about learning, because high school was a breeze and you start college, you think it's going to be a breeze too, and then you get your first C on an exam and you're just like, okay, I need to adjust and figure out what I need to do right. So for me, that was pretty difficult.
Got it. Thanks, Delia. How about you, Kalisa? What was that transition like for you, going from high school to college?
I think the hardest part for me was being so far away from home. Like for everybody else, they were from the DMV area, so DC, Maryland, Virginia, and I was from like upstate New York, so it was hard being away from family. And I realized that I wasn't as much as an extrovert as I thought I was in high school, because it was like a new people. And in high school, I was surrounded by the same people for 4 years. So it was an adjustment, knowing like my boundaries, joining clubs, being active in the community so I can make more friends, and relationship with my professors.
Got it. Thanks, Kalisa. How about you, Shaquille? How did that transition from Vanguard to college, how did that go for you?
Well, for me, it was pretty different because I didn't move away, and I still lived in. I still commuted to college. So for me, the transition was being able to get used to being an individual student. You know, in high school, it's more of like a group effort, and you hang out with people that you know, people on your basketball team, sports team. But college, you know, it's not like that. You're probably going to school, probably alone, maybe a few people, you know. So for me, it was getting used to all the free time that I had, since I don't have to be in class Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. So just getting used to the free time and being able to manage it. That was like one of the key things I learned in the transition.
All right, thanks, Shaquille. Now, Shaq, you also had another step transition in between when you went from MCC to St. John Fisher. So how about that? What was that like for you? Did you notice big differences between those colleges, or what was that like for you?
Yeah, so, it was a pretty big difference. So, it's a community college. And who were gaming. Fisher, you see that.
Thanks, Shaquille. Sorry, I was just having a little trouble with Sorry, I was just having a little trouble with my audio there. Can you all hear me okay now? Hear me? Okay. All right, great. Sorry about that. Well, next, let me move on here. Next, our summer theme this year is no losses, only lessons, because we feel like there's, as whenever a mistake happens or something doesn't go your way, or things are, things might even feel like they're falling apart. There's always something in a way we can grow from that. But I want to ask, what are some lessons that you all have learned over the course of, well, let's just think about over the last 4 years being in college. Or I guess you can go back to high school if you want to. But any important lessons that you've learned, considering that no losses, only lessons theme. Lisa, why don't we start with you?
Opportunities that I take. I think my biggest, one of the biggest and like that, I the following year and then the year. So I think it's like.
All right, thank you, Kalisa. I see in the chat someone put that they couldn't hear Shaq. So what we're going to do, and I apologize for this, I'm going to skip ahead to our next part of the senior slideshow, and then we'll come back and speak with our alumni for a few minutes just so we can try to get the audio sorted out. So for those watching on YouTube, check out the second part of our senior slideshow, and then we'll be back with our alumni very shortly. Here we go. We're back, or I'm back, just trying to sort out the audio difficulties we're having here, but if you give me just a minute, I'm going to bring those alumni back on. And thank you for those who mentioned it in the chat that you couldn't hear it well. Of course, they all have some important things to say, so we want to make sure you can hear them. I also see that Kevon is crying right now. The alum, all of our graduates, she's so proud, and she will be back. She will be back soon. Clarence said, all these wonderful seniors. Thanks, Clarence. We appreciate that. They appreciate it. All right, let's try going back to our alumni panel. All right, here we go. Let's try again. Let's go back to Kalisa. Any lessons that you've learned, Kalisa, that you'd like to share?
Oh, you didn't hear my first lesson? Okay. I just said persistence. Sometimes you're not going to get the opportunities that you want when you first go out for them. but just realizing that sometimes you have to be persistent and determined and like equally as passionate as in the beginning. So my example was my freshman year, I was a part of Student Government Association, and I had applied to be Secretary of Diversity because diversity is my passion, justice, I guess. And I didn't get it my first year, but my sophomore year when I applied, I got it. And then my senior year, I was the honor board chair. So I knew that my passion was in SGA, and I wanted justice, like different forms of it, whether it be through like equal rights of different groups of people or more restorative justice within the honor board. And so that's what I did like all throughout my years of college that I'm proud of.
Nice. That's great. So what would you say the lesson is there? To stick with it even if it doesn't work out the first time?
Yeah, because it didn't pan out the first time, and I was kind of disappointed, but like I stuck with it, and I applied the second year, and I got it.
Great. Sounds good. How about you, Dahlia?
For me, perseverance. For the first 2 years of being at RIT, I was somewhat trying to fit in and trying to adjust, and it didn't really work. So my grades were slipping and everything was just falling apart. And at one point I spoke with my advisor, and she was like, you need to figure out what you want to do and how you're going to go about it. So I kind of stopped trying to fit in with people. I moved back home so I can be with my family and be around people who actually care about me and not be around self-destructive people. So after I moved back home, I started focusing on my grades and trying to figure out how I can learn new things. And my grades started popping back up for the last 2 semesters of my senior year. I made it to Dean's List, and I'm super proud of that because it took me that long to do it. So perseverance.
Right. The lesson there is to persevere, stick with it. That sounds great. Shaq, I see you thinking there. What would you think of as far as a good lesson that you learned?
A lesson that I learned was that in your journey in life, um, never gonna really know. You're always gonna have an idea what you want to do, but you're never gonna be 100% sure. So while you're in college and when you're having these ups and downs about whether you really want to go through with that major or go through with that internship, sometimes you should stick it out just for the experience. Um, you should just keep going with it. So the lesson, like some lessons that like I learned that I probably thought was losses, was that I was thinking a lot what I want to do. So I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to go to law school, and some people would say, well, you wasted your time doing all the legal studies classes. So for someone else that may seem like a loss of time, but for me it was a lesson because it prepared me for like kind of what I wanted to do. If y'all kind of understand that.
Okay, good. So you're taking something that other people might look at as a loss, but really it's not because it's helping to prepare you. So,
Yeah.
boom, that's a lesson right there. Now, I see a bunch of action in the chat here, so I wanted to just share some of the chat comments. But for those of you who are watching on YouTube, please, this is the time. If you have any questions for all or any of our alumni on the show today, this is a good time to ask them. Drop them in the chat because I'm going to keep them with us for a few more minutes. But then they'll have to go. I told them I'm not going to take all of their time today. So if you have any questions for any of them or for all of them, drop it in the chat now. If not, I always got plenty of questions. But here's some of the comments we got in the chat. Liz said, Kalisa, speak on it. Catherine, wow, way to adapt. Danielle Daniels, congrats. Gina said, nice job, Dahlia. Kevon, yay, Dean's List, shorty. Or, well, Tolly, LOL. That's Kevon. And then Amina said, and that's on period as you should.
That's on.
Kevon, look at that glow up, though. Look at that. Sorry, Kalisa, the comments are flashing in front of your face, but they're gone now. Everyone can see you now. All right, so while we see if anyone watching has any questions for you, that next question coming from me. I mean, Dahlia, you're talking about, what's the plan, what you're going to do. To Keo, you're talking about what's, preparing you for what's next, whether it's law school or whatever you're doing next. So, of course, I'm sure you've gotten this question plenty of times, but I have to ask, what is next for all of you now that you've achieved that goal of college graduation and bachelor's degree? What are the next steps? Why don't we go to Dahlia?
So I'm currently in the process of applying for PA school. For a while, I wanted to become a doctor, but I started working as an EMT, and I saw that the interaction between patient and the doctor itself is very important. And you don't really get that. You get 5 minutes out of your doctor's time. So I figured, okay, if I don't want to go to school for the next 5, 6 years, I might as well go to PA school. It's 2 years, and I will be able to speak with my patients and have more time with them. So that's my next. I'm in the process of applying for grad school.
Great, sounds good. Good luck with the applications.
Thank you.
How about you, Shaquille? What's next for you?
So I just graduated. I applied for the St. John Fisher College Master Program in Education. I got accepted. But yesterday I actually got hired to become a teacher, so I'll be teaching elementary school this fall. So one thing I just want to tell like some of the students who enter in college, the one thing that you should leave with college is the mindset to always want to keep growing. So college helps you with that foundation. It teaches you how to study. It teaches you how to time management. So once you leave college, you can have the tools to either continue to be a student, whether that's getting your master's or whether that's getting your doctorate, PhD, or you can use all those skills to work in a full-time setting. So, you know.
Nice. Well, congratulations on getting into the master's program in education and also getting the job as a teacher. That's great. How about you,
Thank you.
Kalisa?
I actually hate that question. I'm not gonna lie. My parents ask me that every other day. And at the moment, I don't know. Like I had everything planned out when I started college, and it was pretty consistent until like the summer of my junior year when I was like, okay, I did all these pre-med classes, but like I don't want to be in school for 6 years. And like reading up on medicine, like I just got so exhausted, especially like when you read books about medical racism. Like it wants you, like I still want to be a doctor, but like I don't know. So I really don't know, but I'm in the process of applying to some psychology research positions in Rochester or around this area. So I think I'm just going to start with research first.
Well, that sounds good, Kalisa. And please know that I don't know is an okay answer because a lot of us still don't know what we're going to do in the future. But it sounds like you already have some plans and things you're working on, so that's great. In the chat here, Catherine wanted to congratulate Shaquille. Congratulations on the teaching job, very exciting, and let your new job
Thank you.
pay for your continuing education to get that master's. Tip from Catherine, who she was a high school teacher for several years. All right, well, I see one question in the chat from a student, so I'm going to ask all of that to you, and that will be the last one, so we can keep things moving. But I do want to ask this question from the student. So, Janaya asks, did you guys have doubts on going to college? Kalisa, why don't you answer that one first?
No, I don't think it never felt like an option. Like I feel like from Caribbean parents, like it was the expectation that you were going to go to school. Like it just didn't feel like an option. And then I was also in Upward Bound and they pushed college on us, rightfully so. I do want to say that college isn't for everybody, and that's okay. Like everybody has their own path, and college isn't for everybody. But for me personally, it didn't feel like an option, and I'm like glad I graduated college and had that experience.
Thanks, Kalisa. And Kalisa is right that your Upward Bound advisors will push you to go to college, but mostly, or more importantly, we're here to support you with whatever you decide is best for you. But let's go to Dahlia next. What do you think, Dahlia?
It was just my experience is the same as Kalisa. I never had the option to think about anything else but college. I left Jamaica and we came here, and it was like, you came here for better education. That's what you're doing. You don't have any other option. Doctor, lawyer, teacher, and that's it. Pick one.
Got it. Thanks, Dahlia. And last but not least, Shaquille, how about you?
No doubts about going to college. I really didn't have that push from my family, but I definitely had that push from Upper Bound, working with people like Kayvon and some of the advisors. at the center at Vanguard. So it was no doubts. And when you're in a program like Upper Bound, it sorry, this car's going by. When you're in a program like Upper Bound, it just visiting so many different schools, you want to attend one for yourself. So you didn't know where it was going to be, if it was going to be, Southern, if it was going to be Midwest, up North. But you knew you was going to go to a school because you visited so many that you could spend the next 4 years there. So it was no doubts, but it was like a lot of unknowns. But I was ready for it.
Great. I'm glad you're ready for it. I'm glad our Upward Bound program was able to help a little, just help in some way. Although the credit goes to all of you for all the hard work and dedication that you had toward your education. So thank you all for being on the show today. Congratulations on earning your college degree. We're proud of you. We're happy for you. And we hope we can stay in touch, and we wish you all the best.
Yes.
So thank you.
Thank you.
And a big round of applause to our live studio audience for our 3 alumni guests today. Now, we actually have a 4th alumni guest who I'll bring on shortly. But first, we are going to watch the next part of that senior slideshow. So enjoy. So Johnson, be ready. And Johnson, as I mentioned, is Johnson Trong, an Upward Bound alum, way back when Jefferson High School was one of our Upward Bound schools. He graduated from Jefferson back in 2011, moved on to the University of Rochester, where he got his Bachelor's of Science in Chemistry, then went on to Georgetown University, where he earned his PhD just this year. He successfully defended his dissertation. He is now a PhD, so I get to introduce Dr. Johnson Trong. Oh, wait, that's not him. Sorry, Jason. There he is. Johnson Trong. Hey. Johnson, how are you doing today?
Good. Yeah, Jefferson's not a thing, but yeah, I remember 2008 when I joined Upward Bound time ago.
Yes, that was a long time ago. Wow, 12 years. That was before I was working in the program. Most of our staff now actually was not around then, but hard to imagine it was that long ago. Do you have any favorite or any favorite memory or any memory of Upward Bound that sticks out to you?
I remember when I was a senior in Upward Bound, so we used to have like a week on campus, maybe 2 weeks, and we just dormed there to transition the seniors into getting used to college. That was a great time because Upward Bound, you know these people for like 3 to 4 years, and you kind of just pretend you're in college at the time. And in the summer, that was pretty awesome. Trying to think anything else. Yeah, visiting Georgetown as an undergrad or as a high schooler, and then I was like, I guess I'll go there for grad school. I don't know. Upward Bound is just there's a lot of summer memories, sleeping on the bus all the time because it's just so hot in Rochester, and just like, oh, I hope I don't miss my stop.
Yeah, it's still probably those same buses that we use in the summer, those old Monroe transportation buses. But that's interesting. You went on the DC trip, visited Georgetown University, and then ended up going there to get your PhD. So, I mean, back when you visited Georgetown University as Upward Bound student, did you imagine that one day you'd be there and getting your PhD, or what do you think back then?
Back to Rochester because it's down the street, and they gave me a lot of fellowships and scholarships, which was really great, especially here. To Georgetown because I wanted to live in DC after that, and ended up great. I do remember like the walk around, and then coming back to it, you're like, oh, okay, I remember these buildings, except I wasn't a high schooler then, a little bit older now. Yeah.
Got it. Well, as I mentioned earlier on the show, our summer theme this year is no losses, only lessons. So any lessons, I mean, on your path from these different institutions and all you've done, any major lesson or lesson you learned along the way that you'd like to share with our high school seniors today?
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to have everything set in stone. When I went to undergrad, I thought I was going to be pre-med, and then I just switched to do natural chemistry or like major chemistry, did research, did a PhD. So my undergrad was like organic chemistry, medicinal, and then I came to grad school. I thought I wanted to do that, but I switched to nanomaterials and semiconductors, and I thought I was going to do like computer based chemistry. And then now I'm in a law firm because no more chemistry. I'm just going to do chemistry instead.
Nice. Well, Johnson, you're getting a lot of love in the chat here from Clarence, Amina. I don't think I have space to even show it all here, but let me share this one. Dr. O says, hey, Johnson, so good to see you. So she's watching today and says good to see you. But yeah, again, lots of love in the chat here. Hareem said, all the seniors, listen up because that's some great advice. You have great experience to share. So Johnson, we appreciate you coming on the show today and speaking with us for a few minutes. Congratulations again. Even though I wasn't even in the program when you were in high school, I still, I'm proud of you for representing our program and for being a role model for our students now. So we appreciate that, and best of luck with your next steps.
Thank you. Thank you for everything, and thank you.
Great, and we got another big round of applause from our live studio audience for Johnson Trong. Next up, just had to say bye to him there before we bring on our next special guest today. I know we've had a lot, but we have two more special guests today. They are also class of 2020, also graduates, or soon to be, but not getting college degrees. These two students are getting their high school diploma very shortly. And unfortunately, we couldn't bring on every single one of our 40-plus high school seniors on the show, but we chose these two because they were our Directors Award winners last summer. They have been in Upward Bound for 4 years now. I remember very well when they applied as 8th graders and joined the program. And really, as Kimon mentioned earlier, they were the first 9th graders we brought on the DC trip, and they've really been trendsetters, trailblazers, and role models for all of the other Upward Bound students. So we wanted to give them a chance to come on today and share a few words. So without further ado, I'm going to bring them on here. Let's see if I can get this right. Boom, there they are. So you can see them on your screen now. On your left, you'll see Kyeshia Taylor, and on the right, Jason Cow, both Wilson class of 2020. So hi, Kyeshia. Hi, Jason. Welcome to the show. Kyeshia, how are you doing today? Can you hear me okay, Kyeshia? Okay, I can't hear. I can see you, Kyeshia, but I can't hear you. Can you check if anything is muted on your computer?
Yeah, I unmuted it. Go on that first.
There we go. I can. Okay, great. I can hear you now. How about you, Jason? How are you doing today?
Good to see you, Brady. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I know you're both ready. I asked you to come up with a little message to share with our students today. So Kyeshia is going to be up first. So
Woo.
Jason and I are going to get out of the way and let you go ahead and do your thing, Kyeshia. So take it away.
Okay. Congratulations to class of 2020. We have come a long way. I started my first year of Bound in the year 2016 and been dedicated ever since. I have grown a lot over the course of being Upward Bound, not physically, but mentally. UB has taught me so many things, such as being communicative. Many of you know that if you're in Upward Bound, that it's hard to remain silent no matter how hard you try. There is always someone you end up talking to from different backgrounds, and you will find yourself hooked in conversation. I'm Upward Bound for everything, down from the college trips to the preparation for college. And I love you guys, and thank you for all you have done. To my class of seniors, to class of 2020, thank you for sticking by my side, even though we go our separate ways. I know we are going to do successful things and become successful. And congratulations to you guys.
Great. Thank you, Kyeshia.
Okay.
Our live studio audience is giving you a big round of applause. So thank you. Nice job. Before I give Jason his turn, I just want to share. You're getting a lot of love in the chat, too. Yeah, Wilson. That's from Hareem. Wilson represent from Clarence. And Felicia with the whoop. Go Kai and Jason. A lot of love in the chat, as you would probably expect. But thank you, Kyeshia. Let's turn it over to Jason. So, Jason, we're going to get out of the way, and you're up.
Thank you, Brady. I want to quickly say congratulations to the class of 2020. My name is Jason, and I'm a graduating senior from Wilson Magnet High School. Next year, I will be attending the University of Rochester. This year has been the most chaotic and emotional year than any other years we've had so far. One word that I want you to keep in mind is the word leadership. As we are witnessing these current events of the COVID-19 pandemic and the Black Lives Matter movement, you may have noticed quite angry about what is happening now. They have those emotions. For all of us to recognize the problems we have in our community, in our city, in our state, and the problems we have as a nation. This is a crucial time for us to come together. Well, not too close together though. 6 feet apart, of course. And fight for the changes we need in order to live in a society where having the decency to treat another human being equally is necessary. This is the part where you come in. These next few years will not be the same as before, but enjoy it to the fullest, because this is a time where you discover who you truly are and decide what you want to do with your future. Don't ever regret any decisions you have made before, because you learn the most when you fail. The choice is yours. If you are willing and committed to become a leader, someone who will praise a person for the effort and not insult them for it, someone who is not afraid to take the blame and responsibility for the team, someone who will help another person in trouble, not for popularity reasons, but out of the goodness of their heart. I would like to quote Gandhi, who said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Continue to work hard and rise as leaders who will lead our current generation and the many more generations after that to a more promising future that will hold greater opportunities for everyone. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish you all the best of luck on your journey.
Take a big round of applause from our live studio audience. Nice job, Jason. Let me just share a couple of things in the chat here from Liz. Kyeshia, that was so sweet. Yay, congrats. From Catherine. Okay, civic involvement. Tell him, Jason. And Kevon, I'm really balling right now. I'm so proud of all of you. Class of 2020. So congratulations, Jason and Kyeshia. Thank you for joining us on the show today. And we next have a message from some of our staff, not just from me and Kevon. We couldn't have everyone on the show at once, but we made a video so some other staff could share their messages for our graduating seniors. So I'll go ahead and show that now. I hope you enjoy these messages, seniors.
Graduation season. Probably one of my favorites because I get to let out that good cry, that ugly cry. But we're not doing that this time around. Or at least I'm still crying. Y'all just not gonna see me. But it's okay. Let me get straight to the point. Class of 2020, we are so proud of you, so proud of you. And I'm so happy that the curve flattened enough that we were still able to celebrate you all. You earned this. This is yours, and no one, not COVID, not anything is going to ever have us forget how hard you all worked to get here. 4 years, you put in a lot of time, energy, and all we ask is that you remember what it took, all the lessons you learned, what was gained, and you apply an increased amount of that focus and energy to the next phase of your life. So whether that's that firefighter program, whether you're starting out at a community college or you're going to a 4-year private public school, listen, it's not how you start. It's always about how you finish. And 2020 was that first completion, right? And we're here waiting to see all that you achieve next. We're standing tall for you. We always will. We're your family. We love you. Please don't forget us. And when you get that first good grown-up check, come take us out to lunch. Well, come take me out to lunch. Congratulations, class of 2020. Big ups. Y'all earned this. Peace.
Hello to the Upward Bound class of 2020. Congratulations. It's a big milestone finishing high school. We at the Curtin Center will be thinking about you. Keep making those good choices this summer and as you move forward, like we know you know how to do and you know how to do. Keep at. Good luck with your journey and the future steps. Congratulations.
To all of our graduates, congratulations. You did it. Great job. I hope you stay in touch, and I look forward to hearing and seeing all the great things you're going to do in the future. Congratulations. And take me out to lunch with you when you take Yvonne out too. Thanks.
Hi, class of 2020. I am so incredibly proud of all the work that you've put in, not only these past months, this past year, but the years leading up to this. It's been a journey, and I'm so glad that you've reached this point, but I'm also so glad with how far you're gonna go. This is only the beginning, and I know great things are coming your way.
Hi, class of 2020. This is Yang, who had the privilege to work with you last summer and was so impressed by all of you. Congratulations on your graduation and your accomplishment at this point. It took a lot of hard work and efforts to get where you are now, and you've made it. So just keep up the good work in the future and be ready to become the person we always want to be. Best wishes to all of you as you're moving forward. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Upward Bound class of 2020. I'm excited to be working with you all this summer throughout the Summer Bridge program, basically preparing for that first semester at college. Once again, congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You guys are one of the strongest and most amazing class of seniors I have ever met in my whole life. I am so grateful to have been able to work with you, to meet all of you, and I am so very proud of every single one of you. Congrats on graduating high school despite having to learn virtually for like half the year, and for, passing all your classes and graduating, and we are all so proud of you. Congratulations.
Just want to give a quick shout out to the class of 2020. Congratulations, you guys did the unthinkable and graduated despite classes being transferred to online and everything that's going on. You guys still finished strong, so congratulations. Time to celebrate.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I am so proud of you guys. You guys have put a lot of effort and time into this, and well done.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You certainly are a group of students that no one will forget. We are proud of your accomplishments and all that you've done. We will miss you and we look forward to seeing you do great things in the future. Congrats.
Seniors, I want to say congratulations on graduating. Please take this time out and still celebrate your success, your accomplishments. I'm so proud of you. It's been a long, hard road to get to this, but you still made it. You still kept pushing and you kept striving for greatness. Keep doing that same thing. You'll have another graduation in 2, 4, 6 years. Congratulations.
Hey guys, it's Reagan. I just wanted to say congrats on graduating. This cohort is so special to me because for those of you who started in 9th grade, your first summer was my first summer, so I've been able to grow with you all and also just see the people that you have turned into. I've made some great relationships with you all, and I sure hope you keep in touch. You guys are going to do awesome.
Congratulations, Upward Bound seniors! We are so excited for you. We have watched all of your hard work and we will continue to root for you and be here for you. And we can't wait to see what happens next. Congratulations, pumpkins. Even if you're grown, you are always going to be pumpkins. I love y'all. Congratulations.
Hey y'all, it's William, aka Dr. Griffs, and I just want to say congratulations, class of 2020. You done did it, you graduated, and you're on to your next steps. Your journey has just now started. Well, I mean, it started about 18 plus years ago in front of y'all. But yes, your journey has started and you're going on to do great and wonderful things. I look forward to seeing what you do with your life. You got this.
Upward Bound, class of 2020. Y'all did that. Y'all did that in the midst of a pandemic, and I'm so proud and happy for you guys. You did it like the true savages that you are. And in true savagery form, you know I gotta do this dance for y'all. Y'all ready? Let's get it.
I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage,
For y'all, you did that, ayy. You did that, ayy.
Hey, yo, pre-college, Upward Bound Math Science, Talent Search. Congratulations to our seniors. You have made it. Heck, you've made it in COVID-19 era, so you have got to be iron tough. I miss you all, love you all, and want to wish you all the best on your next endeavors. Remember, always here for you if you need anything. Phone number is the same. Keep in touch and know that you are forever Upward Bound. You're forever Talent Search, forever Upward Bound Math Science, and once you are in it, you are in it for life. Bye.
And we're back. So, Kevon, what do you think of the little staff message video we had there?
Oh my! So I didn't watch it because I didn't want to end up like Danielle. I've literally been crying this entire show. I'm so proud of all of you. You trusted us, right? You listened. We went at it a little bit. You know, me and Shaq, we were talking earlier about how he didn't always want to listen. But look at that. Now he's about to teach somebody's kids. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. Listen, graduations are already emotional enough. I need to get off this camera before y'all see my ugly, ugly cry. But I wanted to leave you with some reminders. Okay? So listen, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss another episode of the You Are College Bound Show. If you are on social media, please find us on Instagram or on Facebook. We post regularly, but also check your emails every day, especially those school emails, because that's how we're getting the information to you. We're not in person. There's no announcements during breakfast and snack, so you have to check your email to see what's going on. And listen, because I know how you are, I'm the same way. Don't put us on Do Not Disturb. Take us off of Do Not Disturb so you can get those remind messages. We are literally just sending you text messages to remind you about all the good stuff we have planned. Thank you for tuning into our season finale of the You Are College Bound Show. Summer program begins for graduates and for new students and for returning students on Monday, June 29th. which is where we will be premiering our second season of the You Are College Bound show at 3 p.m. Please note, we're moving our episodes from Friday to Monday. So every Monday during the summer program, you will be able to see us on your YouTube or your computer screen or your phone every Monday at 3. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for helping us celebrate all of our graduates near and far. Big ups to the class of 2020. Guess what? Class of 2021, you're next. Before we end today, we just want to show you some of those moments that we captured when we visited our seniors on Wednesday. Please watch the video so you can continue to ugly cry like me, and then enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Friday, happy last day of school, happy Juneteenth. Peace.
On the ground, or do you want me to give it to you? Okay. So you can open it. I don't know if you want to open it up now or later.
I think I'll open up later.
Yeah, it's really cute.
We're on live, guys.
You're more than
No,
welcome.
we're not.
And your mask is cute. Did you make it?
Oh my god, I made it, but I didn't find out of my son.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute that you made it yourself.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good job.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take a picture. Wait, there's so many rose bushes.
I know.
Oh.
Hello. What's your mask doing on your chin, honey? Put it up for us. Yeah.
Long time no see, guys.
I know. I know.
He's having a party for the 4th. Y'all want to?
Yes, Miss America.
They're little slippers.
Woohoo!
There you go.
Yeah! Woo! She doesn't even want to talk to us.
Yeah, she's like, I want to go.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Do the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Get it out of her hand. The hey thing, she knows what she wants.
Oh, okay.
Okay, tell us when to go. Is it a boomerang?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay.
What's this? Okay. Let me put it down.